Okay, so I know my hair looks a little wild. My hair looking wild today. It's wash day. It's Wednesday, and I co-wash my hair on Wednesday. The reason why it's looking so wild is because my scalp is dry. Very itchy, dry. My hair is itchy. Well, it's not itchy, it's just dry. Not holding any moisture. Maybe it's because I need the apple cider vinegar rinse, and hair might be prone. So, I'm going to get some apple cider vinegar rinse, and Saturday I would do, maybe a video on that. I don't know. The reason why I'm doing this video is because it's wintertime, and this is how I deal with the dryness. Okay, the first thing, if your hair is not taking moisture, apple cider vinegar rinse, deep condition, go. But it's not really that bad. I think it's from the dye, because I dye my hair red. I don't know if anybody really can tell, but probably can't tell them this lighting. I'm not really stressing it. Can't tell them the lighting, but it is, the color hasn't been changed. So, with the winter and the color, it's going to do that sometimes. It looks wild because my scalp is just terrible. So, the first thing I do when my scalp starts really getting crazy, I grab some shea butter oil, which I do not have any of that, and some tea tree oil. And I put it on my scalp, shea butter oil that first day, and then the tea tree oil the next day. If it don't go away, this is what I do. So, I take tea tree oil, and I put it all in my hair. And I started really doing this when I seen Terrence's video when she was doing it, and I started doing it, and it kind of actually helped. The difference is I leave it in. I don't wash it out, so you can call it like a hot oil treatment. So yes. Okay. So, the very next thing I do, now this is all in my scalp, I can give you feel it running down. You know, you got it in all the way. Make sure I get all my scalp saturated with it. All of it in there. Dig up a little bit of dandruff right there. Take Garnet Fructis 3-minute underdo, which I love this product, and my camera is so out of focus. And I take it in sections like I normally do and put it all over my head. So this is not nothing any different than whenever else I do it. So that's it for that part of the video. I'll post the next. So yes, my hair is full of deep conditioner. I missed a little spot. I missed a spot right here at the end. Make sure you always get your ends. Another thing that I learned from Tracy, which is Kiss77, is to make sure that none of the conditioner leave-in gets on your scalp. I have been watching that, and my scalp has not itched as bad. This time, it's just, my scalp just is really, really highly irritated. So, I haven't really been using tea tree oil in the last week and a half. So, yes, it's going to itch somewhat. So, I got a little, make sure I get my edges. Another thing that I do is I add oils to any time I do conditioner. When I add conditioner in my hair and I deep condition, I always grab a oil of some sort. And I use grapeseed oil. So I'm going to show you how much of that I'm going to use. If you can see my hand. Okay, that much. Not that much. Just enough. Just enough to, I normally do my ends with it. I know that's not a lot, but I'm just doing my ends. And then I put almond oil. I put a lot of almond oil on my hair. And she'll get my edges and then bring everything down. I always split my hair in the middle because sometimes we forget about that part of our hair and we don't get it moisturized as we need it. Sometimes we forget to put leave-in and deep conditioner or conditioner we co-wash. So I always remember to get that part. Then the next thing that I put is coconut oil. Now I ran out of my normal coconut oil. So I had to use this. This is Now Healthy Foods version. This stuff, it stinks. Like, it just looks weird. It is weird, but my hair likes it. I'm gonna grab some peppermint oil for the rest of that and it sees just melting already. So I'm just using this as a backup. I bought it as a backup. I don't know if it's gonna work. I guess it would work as a normal one, but the smell is just terrible. Now, if your hair, and this is just my opinion, this is how I deal with my dryness, is if your hair is really, really dry and you feel like it's not getting the necessary amounts, you can always add honey and then put oil on top of it to seal it in. Now, that's what I normally add. I grab me some honey, but I alternate in the winter between 1 week is honey and 1 week is coconut. I always add my oils. I don't care if it's just one oil, but I always add my oils because, sorry if I'm reaching down so much, because it helps my hair. It helps it retain the moisture. But this week has just been extremely, extremely dry because it snowed and then the weather's changing and it's warm and it's cold and I was sweating today at my job. So my hair is just, it's not able to bounce back like it normally does. And in North Carolina weather, you never know. So that's what I normally do. Now, another thing that helps me deal with the dryness is this. This is nothing but the truth. Using a heating cap, even to deal with the dryness. And this says it does soothe dry and itchy scalp, which I don't know if you can see what it says, but I just want to show you. There's 3 girls up here. 3 different ethnicities. Caucasian. She's like from like another country. I don't know if you can see them, but yeah, Caucasian girl. Like she's from European, and it's a black girl. So it actually does. Now that does help deal with the dryness because when you put the tea tree oil on, you put the heating cap on. When you take your hair out, it feels so moisturized and so soft. And your hair feels really like it's been treated with the dryness. That does help with the dry, itchy scalp for me. Now, the reason why I would not add coconut oil and honey together is because this is the winter weather. And when my hair dries or I sweat and it's cold, my hair tends to stick together. And then if it's already over moisturized, it's going to break. So that's why I alternate back and forth between what I use on my hair because I don't want my hair to break off. That's another thing about the winter weather. If you put too much moisture to your hair will break and snap. So that's why I alternate every other week. I always make sure I put oil to my scalp first of all when I deep condition with this because it works even if it's just regular old oil. My oil mix. I always put something to my scalp. That's just during the winter. Just only during the winter. It's not during any other part of the season unless my scalp is really itching and drying. Then I add my oils and then I use a normal old plastic cap. Where is my plastic cap? Oh. My plastic cap. I have 2 caps in here, but that's only when I take a shower because I'm not going to keep washing my hair. I take this and I put it all over my hair. And then I add this one. Now, this is just to, now this method works as well. If you don't have the time to sit up and with a heating cap, which this is 15 to 20 minutes, but I do like 30 minutes on it. But I take it off and then I'll put this back on. If I gotta go wash dishes and right before I go to bed, I throw it back on for like 15 more minutes. And then I will put this back on, get everything straight, do the rest of my chores, and then rinse it out and just go ahead and go to bed. But I do add leave-ins and stuff to it. So if you don't have time, this is your alternative method. You can walk around with this for like 30 minutes, however long you want to do. I deep condition my hair for an hour plus. When I get home, whenever that is, let's say 4 o'clock, I put the conditioner in at 4:30, and it'll stay until whenever I wash it out, which is probably like 6:30, 5 o'clock, maybe even 8, right before I go to bed. I'll forget, and then I'll be touching my head and realize this is still on my head. So, I always make sure that I use my heating cap because it helps me deal with the dry hair and the dry scalp. I know I'm being repetitive, but I cannot alliterate the importance of deep conditioning it and dealing with itchy scalp, because a healthy hair is a healthy scalp. Well, actually it's the other way around. I think a healthy scalp is a healthy hair. Whatever. It's in the... I watched the Head and Shoulders commercial one too many times. But yes, so in order to have healthy hair, you gotta have a healthy scalp. So getting it taken care of, dealing with it, is just how I deal. This is how I deal with it. I'm not telling nobody to get around and do this, but this is the method that works for me. I will make a disclaimer. The product I am using does have mineral oil in it. If you see my product review or whatever Suave review I have, I do state it does have mineral oil in it. I've never had a problem. My hair has always been moisturized, winter, summer, spring, fall. So I don't have a problem with that. So some products have mineral oil in it and my hair is fine with it, and then some just don't work. So that's it. That's how I deal with it. I am not going to show you what happens after I take it out. I'm just going to leave it as like this.